this is a quick tutorial for the online web editor equivalent of Photoshop for the Glow challenge of week 7. It's really a bit of fun, inspired by the dimmer effect that has been coming out recently on Unity. So, I'm going to edit this look that I made for a Cozy Change years ago, which is a Euphoria inspired, and I think that works really well for this theme because, well, it's meant to be a bit of a glowy, ravey sort of aesthetic in that show. So I'm going to use the pinks as my highlight piece and maybe these whites as well. I might just do it all pink glows. I could separate them, not going to. And then I am going to see how that looks with a nighttime aesthetic. So Magic Wand is our first thing we're going to get, and I've zoomed in with this button here because I'm blind and I need to be able to see more of the canvas, but we're going to then select our Magic Wand tool and we're going to select the pink bits. I need to zoom in a bit more because I'm very blind. And we're going to make sure that anti-alias is unticked and contiguous is unticked because it's going to make our lives a bit easier. And then we're just going to select all of the pink. I'm holding down shift to get more, otherwise it's going to just switch my selection to something else, and that's not what I want. So all the pinks, holding down shift to get multiple of the pinks. I'm not going to do the lips. I am going to do these bits up here, even if they have a bit of a fake glow on them already. May as well, let's do it. What's it matter? No one cares. It's going to be pink lips as well that are going to glow, and then we'll get these sparkles as well. Yeah, that's all those sparkles, and I'm going to get the rest of that in a second, because that's a bit trickier. I'm going to undo all of the bits that I don't want, so I'm using holding down Alt and selecting away the things I don't want, because I don't want that hand to glow. I don't want most of that face to glow, obviously. So you can use the Magic Wand tool, but if you're going to go in and unselect things with this, we need to turn on contiguous now, so that you're not getting every single thing. You just got to click every time there's something nearby that you actually don't want glowed. That's probably easier than using the marquee tool, which is what I was using just before. And then we're going to get these pinks down here. They're a bit trickier because it was trying to select other things, so I am going to use this marquee tool, and then I'm going to shift click to grab the specific pink parts that I want. So I'm really going in and I'm holding it over to what I actually want to make sure is selected rather than the whole thing, because otherwise it's going to select the wrong bits. Whoop. If you unclick by accident, just Control-Z to undo that, like I just did. This would probably look a lot more effective if I did this in 2 different color parts with a white glow and a pink glow, but I am about that lazy life right now. So that may have something to do with how many times I've recorded this tutorial today and not had it saved properly. Zooming out just to make sure I've got it all. Yep, that looks pretty good to me. And no, I'm going to undo the lips. The lips are going to look weird. I don't mind if the cheeks glow, but the lips, nope. So, that is our selection. Once we've got our selection, we're going to open our layer thing over here. And we're going to grab our marquee tool, we're going to right click, and we're going to layer via copy. Copying is important because we want to make sure that we've still got the base the same. So see how we've got all of our selected bits only showing when I hide the background layer? That's exactly what we want. Now, to get a glow, the easiest way to do it is to double click this layer. We're going to click Outer Glow, and we're going to change our opacity to, let me see what I had in Photoshop, because I can't remember off the top of my head. Sorry. 47, normal, softer, etc. So, 47, normal, softer, spread is like 2 and 10, 2, 10, and then range of 50. And of course we need to change our color. We're not using yellow, we're using pink, so I want my glow to be pink, and that will do the job for me. And you can of course select the color that you actually want depending on whatever your color is, but that's all I need. Then we're going to right click and duplicate that layer so that we've got 2 of them. And on the top layer we're going to add a blend mode of screen, which is going to make it just that bit brighter, make it pop a bit, which is exactly what we want for this sort of task. Now, that glow bit's done, but it still looks like a daytime look, so I'm going to hide that glow and we're going to create our second part. We're going to go in, we are going to select our avatar, Control A if you want to make sure you get the whole thing. We're going to grab our move tool and we're going to go up and down with our arrows just once so that the marching ants is around the outside of this avatar. We're going to create a new layer over here and we're going to double click our black and change that color to this color here, 627FB2. You can copy and paste those sort of details in at your own time. Pause this video if you need to get this for a bit longer. Once we've done that, we're going to go to our paint bucket tool. So I'm just clicking and holding this to get to the other one. And then we're going to color by number in the lines. We're just going to plop it into the middle of our marching ants on that new layer. Then we're going to duplicate that layer because we want 2 of them. Then we're going to do some more blend modes on both of these, and the order does matter. So the top one needs to be multiply, so just up top here, and then the second one needs to be color burn, which is also up the top here. And then we've got this really nice moody dark sort of thing. The order of this does matter because if you go the other way around you lose some of that beautiful colour. You get just dark ugly blue, whereas we want blue and some of the colours to sort of shine through, so it looks a bit like someone's turned off the lights but like there's like a dim light going on so you can still see some of the features, a bit like you're in a dingy club, which is the vibe we're going for. Now that's our night look. If we hide those, that's our day look. And then if we turn on our glow, that's our nighttime look with a glow. This is, because I've used light colours, the colour does pop a lot more than some of the others. So you can choose like to hide this top layer if it's a bit dramatic, but I would try and use it, to be honest, because I think it's quite a nice effect. Because it just makes it stand out just that little bit more. So I'll let you guys make that choice, but I would recommend using it anyway, even if it is that quite high contrast thing. I just might, go in and maybe get rid of the cheek. So go over here, we're going to alt drag over the bit we don't want. Just going to delete that from this layer and then delete it from this layer. Oh, I deleted the other way. Let's do that again. Alt drag. Oh, I'm not holding down Alt. Just click and drag. My bad. That's what my problem was. And delete from that layer, and then delete from the top layer as well. And then, that actually looks a lot more natural because I don't have my face selected. So, simple as that. And then to save it, we are going to... You know what? I want you all to save me the raw files so I can help you if, you've messed up by accident, and I can make it easier for you. So we're just going to save as PSD. And then you can download it like that. Or you can go File... Save more, or export as PNG. If you're going to export, it has to be a PNG, please. But if you save as PSD, I can fix all that up in my end. You can't animate it here, so I won't teach you how to do that, but then you can have a good understanding of what your daytime and nighttime looks are going to look like. And pretty quickly too, because you can just sort of flit in and out of the layers. In fact, you could probably put all of these into a folder for quick turning off and on. Day, night, day, night. Fun. Cool. I'll leave you to it.